So in this video, I'm going to be doing a review over schizophrenia. This is a request video. Somebody want me to do a review over it. So also I'm gonna give you one or two stories about schizophrenia in my life. Because I believe I had it at one point in my time and it was really bad, but it got really good because of prayer and things started to open up in my life. You can see it says schizophrenia is characterized by thoughts and expressions that seem out of touch with reality. So we're gonna stop right there. It says seem out of touch with reality. Meaning as, like for instance, I hate working. And the reality is that I have to work to pay bills, to get the things that I want. And you know, it's bills to be paid. So when you out of the reality of what you have to do, you might be the type of person that hate going to work, don't understand the concept of work. You may think work is just slavery. You know, see, that's out of reality. You know, you kind of like a person that's lazy, that don't want to do anything. But when you have schizophrenia, when you have all these different combinations that add up with each other, it kind of make you like, you know, unhappy. You know, sort of stuff like that. But disorganized speech or behavior. Disorganized speech or behavior. It could be like slur of words, behavior problems where it comes with depression. You got schizophrenia come with depression and stress. So behavior, somebody may add out of character in what they actually are. You know, like a different person. People may take it as it's different personalities, but it's not disorder. But it's not. It's just so much of a builder of a combination of multitudes of things that has somebody, you know, lashing out of anger, you know, being sad, and, you know, just mood swings switching a lot because it's hard to cope with reality. Because a lot of people, they cope with reality very quickly. They're like, hey, I got to get up. I hate going to work. I'm here to make this money, go home perfectly fine. You know, a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? Make that money. They hate their job when they go home and make their money. But people with schizophrenia don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like working and doing too much working too much is too much on their mind. It's too much for them to handle, to cope with. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of responsibilities. So it says decrease of participation in daily activities. So you may see somebody with schizophrenia that's always want to stay by themselves, you know, but have a big imagination also. You know, they want to stay in their room. They don't want to be bothered with nobody. And you may get it confused because some people may be mad or upset and they don't want to be bothered with nobody. That's a totally different thing. When it's a constant thing of wanting to do something, because people with schizophrenia need something or somebody to constantly make them happy. Like if you're a woman or a man, you're looking for somebody to take care of, it's probably somebody that's a schizophrenic would be good for you, because people with schizophrenia, they need constant love. They need constant attention. If you don't have that ability and time to give to that person with schizophrenia, it's going all downhill. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because these are the type of people that need comfort day in and day out. Like, I had a brother that, you know, was in a relationship with a woman that dealt with depression and schizophrenia. He never dealt with that type of, you know, disorder before. So it was stressful for him, and he didn't know how to comfort her. So he ended up having to leave her, or she ended up having to go away because he wouldn't comfort her enough. If people with depression and like stress disorders and stuff like that need major attention, comforting, and uplifting. And when you're doing without the scriptures, you know, you just keep hitting a dead end. You wonder why that person never get better. It's getting worse and stuff like that. But we gonna get into a little bit spiritual stuff. So difficulties with consideration and memory may also be present. So people with schizophrenia may have a hard time remembering things, you know, because their mind is kind of only focused on comforting themselves. So you may be talking to them, you may, hey, do this. They hear you and then they leave again. You know what I'm saying? Or they zone in. People with that like to zone in. And a lot of times when you creativity, if you're not saved, or if the devil wanted to pick with you, and the schizophrenia is people that have excessive, overly thoughts, like myself, constantly thinking. Like, you have to be careful with these people, because anything you do may say, they constantly thinking about it. When people would just blow it past, you know, the next day, you know, if it's already done and over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, that's like if I mispay my bill. So the next day I pay my bill, the bill paid. 3 days later, I'm still thinking about me missing that bill payment. You know what I'm saying? So the over-excessive thinking, like they really creative. And that also can bring forth entities, and the devil can pick with you just to take you out, just to make you worse. Okay, how you commit suicide, cut yourself, want to kill somebody, make you, you know, want to kill yourself. So, yeah. Next. So, I want to go over some, like, two stories. So, I had a family member, mother has schizophrenia, and she always take medication. The medication wasn't working. And also, the person commented saying, you know, it's medication and drugs and stuff bad for schizophrenia or for yourself. Yes, of course. Because the medicine is nothing but a manipulation. Whatever the nerves or how the body reacts off of it. It numbs it down, but it don't take away it completely. So you constantly depending on medicine that's relaxing it, but not taking it away. People with schizophrenia want to take away. And a lot of people with schizophrenia been to a lot of scar dropping stuff in their life, whether they've been raped, beat, mentally abused, sexually abused, emotionally abused. And some people get like deal with that, and only comes during a certain type of season or a conversation. But some people that have been through that constantly deal with it every single day of their lives, and they continue to get worse and worse. But anyway, we about to get spiritual here. So the person, mother, has schizophrenia, and they always see most of the time they see evil spirits. You know, they talking to them, telling them something. People with schizophrenia move their eyes in a circle. They twitch. You know, they really kind of like to themselves. You know, it could be either or. It could be overactive because they trying to numb the pain or numb their thoughts or take away the with the spirits that they see. But yeah, schizophrenia is nothing but evil spirits. They put a diagnosis to it that's bothering specific people in general. Now, we know that the devil try to find a weakness in everybody. And demons are watching people in everybody's lives day in and day out. So it knows what affects you, what do you like, what do you don't like, how to make you angry. Let's say if you're a person that, like for example, you get mad every time you drive. Every time you drive. The devil know how to pick with you. Because demons, they calling each other on the phone. Just like people call their moms and dads on the phone. Demons do that as well. So they might have somebody do something so stupid, get you out of bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Schizophrenia pop in, you want to kill them. You want to get out your car. You want to start smashing in windows. You want to rip people apart. Stuff like that. So schizophrenia had to deal with a lot of demons. But anyway, for years, this person's mother was dealing with schizophrenia and seeing evil spirits. You know, pastors would come in and pray for her and so forth, but it never got better. And she would always say, there goes a spirit right there. I see somebody walking right there. Oh, right there, right there. Nothing but demons, man. They pick it with your mind. They love to do that. They hate you overboard. You know, they want to keep your soul in captivity. But you know, when I also said in one of my videos that, for example, when I've been in church ever since I was 4 years old. And the pastor, you know, when he would preach, you know, he would sweat, he would scream, go in and out. Story come back, his daughter's having sex. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, how's your daughter falling so hard? You know what I'm saying? And your dad is the pastor. What is he doing? He's not doing something right. So what it is, because it's a wolf in sheep clothing. If the pastor come to deliver somebody with schizophrenia, if he's still in sin or he don't have a good connection with God, he's a phony. But on the outside, he look godly. He preaching, he going around saying he did this and did that. And plenty of people tell me before, even sickness and illness, they have pastors and stuff come in and pray and pray and pray and deliver all over them. And they still can't walk. They still have heart problems. They still have this and this and that. But anyway, so all this stuff was done to this man mother, but yet she couldn't be healed. Perfect example. The pastor, whoever you bring in around her, is it just as worse as her or even worse? And he's not godly. So therefore, it's no cure. And you know, the schizophrenia led all the way up to her death. And nobody can understand. You can't tell somebody with schizophrenia, oh, stop saying you see that. Stop saying that you see somebody walking. Stop saying you was floating. Stop saying this. Stop saying that. You can say that all you want. All they doing is making the situation worse. You're not helping them. So, them the people that's not close with Christ, but read the Bible every single day, but don't know how to deliver somebody with that altitude of schizophrenia. It have to take somebody holy to deliver somebody with schizophrenia. And also, you know, this person said that the schizophrenia can't go away 100%. That's what the devil wants you to think. The devil wants the person with schizophrenia to think that it cannot never go away. So when times would come, the devil is a roaring lion looking for somebody to devour. He come to kill, steal, and destroy. So if he can keep manipulating you, thinking your stress and depression is going to last forever, that's exactly what he wants you to do. He wants you to make it miserable, because it's going to come a point in time where you try to suicide yourself, kill somebody else, or even take your own life. That's what the devil wants you to believe. And as long as the devil deceiving that person with schizophrenia, that person with schizophrenia is deceiving the person who's comforting that person, who's, you know, doing sorts of things to keep this person happy. So it's an illusion to think, man, this person ain't gonna never get over this. It's not gonna happen. And a lot of times people missing Christ in their lives. to delivering from all this sickness and stuff like that. I know because I've been there. I've been locked up in a, I guess, so-called mental institution 3 times in my life. So I know exactly, you know, what I'm talking about with the mindset, how the devil picks with it and try to control it. So yeah. You know, people with schizophrenia is hard to sleep in. They toss and turn, they stay up all night because they constantly thinking. So they need something like a fragrance, a candle, a smell good to constantly relax them. It's almost like they need a personal doctor on the clock to make sure they okay. And with somebody that had that disorder, man, big ups to the people that have to take care of that person, because you can't yell at them. You know what I'm saying? And people with that type of disorder, let's say if you start ice cream, like, oh, every Wednesday we get ice cream. You cannot change that date because they start having anxiety, they start panicking, they start thinking, they getting scared. They worrying about if this person loves them, if they don't, if they change, if they giving up on them. So yeah, it's a very, very hard situation to deal. And a lot of people with schizophrenia, it ruins his marriages and relationships because the other person cannot handle that sort of schizophrenia. The only option that they have is go get that medication. Go get that medication. Because they're not spiritual enough to handle it or delete that schizophrenia. But yes, any sickness can be taken away by the blood of Christ. You just have to be holy for the person who's doing that deliverance. And also the person with schizophrenia have to want to get rid of it too. If you praying and praying and praying on a person that have schizophrenia, but they don't want to get rid of the schizophrenia, it's not going to go away. Because God looking at that person don't really want to get rid of it. They still holding on to it. Holding on to it. You know what I'm saying? Like money. They just holding on to it. Or a book bag. So as long as somebody want to keep their sins or sickness or something and don't want to do nothing about it, just like somebody saying, oh, I want to go lose weight. But you never work out, or you work out 1 time a week, but you eat ice cream, cake, pizza, and stuff during the week. As long as that person, if that person do not want to get rid of that sickness or whatever their problem, and they praying about it, it's never going to go away. So let me get that out the way. So let's go to the next thing I want to talk about. So I want to watch this video because this is exactly what I said when I was locked up in the mental institution. Exactly what I said. And a lot of people say this. And yes, psychiatrists are money greedy people. They not spiritual. They cannot help nobody with schizophrenia or any other problem. It's all about a money game. They're not here to help you. They can't help you. How can you help somebody that's dealing with demons and evil spirits when they're not even spiritual or believe in Christ, that he died on the cross and rose again in his power and his glory? Tell me, how can they help you? They cannot help you. You got to get away from those people. They can't. I see it over. I've been there 3 times. I've seen it over and over and over again. And they make a degree over it like these people smarter than me or they smarter than you because they got a degree. No. They're not even close, man. Well, let's start this.
There's going to be a hearing tomorrow to see whether or not there's any legal basis why you have to stay here.
I'm not crazy.
If it was up to you, would you like to leave the hospital tomorrow?
I'd like to leave the hospital tomorrow because I've got things I got to do.
Okay, well, I'm going to be...
There's a lot of...
That's the same thing I said. When you locked in there, you don't want to be in there because it's not comfortable in there. They don't comfort you in that situation. All they give you is a cold bed, cold floor, take your mask. You got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You walk around all day in like scrubs. You know, and then you be like, man, this not helping me. This not helping me at all. I need interaction. I need to find a date. I need to find somebody to love me. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to really care. I need somebody to take me out. I need somebody to make me happy. They don't do that. They just lock you up, just like prison.
Rent to be paid
right.
And all that.
Okay.
So that's what I said. I'm like, man, it's time for me to go. So it's not helping me in here. I'm about to go back out into life and go to work and pay my bills.
What brought you into the hospital?
I turned myself in on a 5150 because I felt like killing myself.
Okay, so you came here voluntarily.
See, schizophrenia people want to kill themselves because they can't cope with reality as people look at it. People's like, dude, that's reality. You have to do this. You have to do this to survive. But when people with schizophrenia don't look at life like that, it's low. They look at it like it's pointless. People with schizophrenia need a lot of love and attention. You know what I'm saying? They can't build it themselves.
So I could stop from killing myself.
And what was going on that you felt like killing
It was
yourself?
3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. All the same thoughts kept racing through my mind over and over and over again. I just wanted them to stop.
See, same thoughts keep rushing over my mind over again. Those are demons. It could be demons or other problems in your past you keep remembering over and over again every night. When normal people would just throw that behind them and keep going. See?
Period. And I thought, well, if I kill myself, I'll stop thinking. And I thought, well, that isn't too new an
because
idea
people
either.
with schizophrenia is too much for them, so they want to kill themselves thinking that everything gonna go the way. Well, actually, that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to kill yourself, you go straight to hell for eternity.
Because you've got friends and people around you who love you. So I stopped that thought. And I said, well, who am I?
Actually, you don't. Because, actually you don't and actually you do. Because the people who love you, they're not spiritual and they don't know how to handle and deal with you. Because they consider you too much. They consider you, you need to be locked up. You too dangerous out in the world. All this other stuff because they don't know how to because they don't have no experience. And when you communicating with people, these one of the tactics of life you should know when communication with people. When people is upset, when they sad, when they down, when they need love, stuff like that.
I'm going to call it. I called up Ghostbusters. I mean, no, that came out wrong.
I laughed when you said that, but
joke. I didn't call Ghostbusters. I called a crisis intervention center and talked to them on the phone. They said there was nothing they could do for me for one night.
See, there's nothing they could do for you. They always say that. Them doctors don't care. They want to make money off of you. When you try to get up out of there, they play ring around the rosy with you. When you trying to get up out of there, it's not a comfortable situation. It's not a comforting situation. It's worse being in there than when you've been at your own house, literally.
So I wound up here by ambulance. Paid an ambulance to take me.
Okay.
Because the crisis intervention couldn't do anything for me.
Have you ever made any suicide attempts?
Oh, yeah, I have.
See, they can't do anything for you. They just on a hotline for no reason. No reason. And a lot of stuff, schizophrenia need someone to love. I'm telling you. They need comfortness. They need all this stuff on a daily clockwork basis. And it's like, you might as well abandon me if you're not going to help me or give me what I need. Because otherwise, you're better off on your own. And it's like, how can you got millions and millions of people out here, but people don't want to love and help? People shouldn't be starving. All this other stuff. Like, everybody should be happy and playful. But nah, the devil got everybody hating each other, killing each other, can't trust nobody. You haven't met more people with anxiety ever than before, depression, stress. That's what the devil wants to do, destroy the world.
When I was 19.
Okay.
It started when I was 18.
Are you usually able to ask for help when you start feeling like that?
No, I was never able to ask for help before.
Yeah, because he never asked for help because he knew nobody can't help him. When you know you got a sickness that bad, you know ain't nobody around me can help me. It's facts.
Okay, so this is a new thing. You're coming into the hospital.
Yeah,
okay.
The way I came in here is unlike any other way I've ever come into a hospital. Asking people to please help me so I do not kill myself.
That's all they do is write down. They just build a whole dictionary on you. But it don't solve anything. You don't get no free assurance, nothing. Stuff that you need. It just keep putting you in the same cycle years and years and years until you die. Basically, either you die or you heal from it.
All the questions I have for right now.
Can I go back in now? Yeah, I'm getting very uncomfortable out here. I think somebody might be trying to shoot me.
See, it's a lack of life. Don't want to live anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, like, if you got any doubt that God can help somebody with any sickness or schizophrenia, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you doubt the power of God in any type of way, you or the person that need the help, it's not going to work. God is not going to be bothered with that because you doubting the Almighty God, the Most High, the person that created everything on this planet Earth, plus the demons. So any doubt you have to get rid of. You have to pray about that and get the Lord the strength and how to build it up. You have to want to change. You can't make nobody change. Schizophrenia is the same way. A psychopath is the same way. You can't make nobody change. That person have to change. So if that person wants to change, the Lord look at that. Oh, the person wants to change. He trying. He coming to me. He begging. He pleading. He asking for forgiveness. He need help with this. The Lord will help that person. I'm telling you from experience, man. So like, when I had schizophrenia, I was at my job one day, and I used to see evil spirits all the time. I mean, walking here, walking there, see them on the corner of my eye. And every time I try to cry out to my coworkers, like, hey man, I'm experiencing some evil shit, you know, some evil stuff. They didn't know how to help me. One girl went to witchcraft on me. It's like, well, I do witchcraft. This'll help. It didn't help. Any witchcraft and stuff like that, or, you know, any wicked type of thing, all it does is numb them demons for a temporary time. And after that, it comes right back. It's like a cigarette. When you smoke the cigarettes, you calm. You go back to work. Next 30 or 10 minutes, you need a cigarette again. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's only numbing the pain on temporarily. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, when I used to say those all the time, I had schizophrenia like a mug. Because I'm a person that think a lot. You know, it's like a you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a scientist. And I'm always thinking about some creative, what to do. And when I have a lot of stuff on schizophrenia, got a lot of stuff on their mind just splits in half. It's like a banging migraine, but over excessive thinking and thoughts just into their head. That's basically what it is. So right here we're gonna go through some cartoons. They about to break down some of the cartoons that have schizophrenia and disorders.
Calvin. Calvin is a 6-year-old boy from the famous comic strip Calvin and Hobbes, with a stuffed tiger named Hobbes. Calvin might be suffering from schizophrenia. He hallucinates constantly about huge adventures with his tiger. It might not be as harmless as a child's hyperactive imagination, since Calvin is too enamored in his imagined world.
See, imagination. People with schizophrenia is really creative. You know, they over-excessive thinking. They think about cartoons and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised that every person that come out with cartoons like SpongeBob and stuff are schizophrenia people. Because their minds are just like constantly going, constantly thinking how to create, how to make something different, how to paint a picture, how to draw. You know what I'm saying?
Charlie Brown. Peanuts has remained a popular comic strip, and eventually became a show, with Charlie Brown, a seemingly optimistic boy who is often overcome with the thoughts of his own shortcomings. The lovable and endearing boy's sessions with Lucy shows his fear of being rejected.
See, people with schizophrenia have fear of being rejected. They have fear of being alone because these are people that need constant, loving, caring around the clock. You can't tell them you don't love them. You can't go without a day with saying you know what I'm saying, you don't love them. Or, you know what I'm saying, have a nice day. That stuff right there makes them happy. And when you don't tell them that, it smashes them down to the grave, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
All in all, it is safe to say that Charlie has the psychological condition of avoidant personality disorder. Batman Bruce Wayne. Batman, the lead character of the eponymous comic book series by DC Comics, has an alter ego, Bruce Wayne, and shows tendencies of schizoid personality disorder. He is likely to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, having witnessed his parents' death.
See, witness deaths, being raped, being mentally, physical abused. And that's why we have a lot of people to this day that, you know, the #1 cause is schizophrenia because of stuff like this. And this is what the devil wants. He wants to keep your past into your future to destroy you. If he gets you out of hope and faith and having hope and faith in Jesus Christ, that's exactly what he wants to do. When you know the devil's tactics, you have to stay mindful and conquer them and understand which way he coming and what he doing. You got to see him.
And it possibly makes him depressive. Hulk Bruce Banner.
Anger.
Though is the lovable monster, is it obvious that he suffers from psychological disorders? The first, and the most obvious problem he has, is his anger issues, the intermittent
anger issues. But Incredible Hulk, this a demon inside of him that's making him that angry. The devil loves anger. Anger is nothing but a demon. Somebody that got built up anger and stuff like that, nothing but demons. Nothing. So let's go down a little bit. Again, video getting kind of long. Let's go to Dora.
She has the tendency to imagine friends, and she also hallucinates almost every object with her face.
See, imagine if and hallucinating, seeing things, basically, thinking things there, seeing things move, stuff like that. It's a spiritual warfare. For we wrestle not against what? Flesh and blood, but principalities and rulers in high places. It's a spiritual battle, warfare. When you see faces on couches and cups and stuff like that, it's spiritual. Something is going wrong spiritually.
Personifying them in her mind. She has dissociative fugue, which causes her to go on trips and forget all about them. Well,
see, forgetting. People with schizophrenia guys, like, if you date somebody with this disorder, you have to know that they forget to do things because they got so much stuff built into their mind that they trying to focus and do everything at once. You have to understand that.
Paranoid schizophrenia makes her hear voices and hallucinate.
See, hear voices and hallucinate. Demons. They don't tell you that here. Because they're not supposed to. They're not going to tell you it's evil spirits. Come on.
Chucky Finster. Chuck gets us worried
if I played on this show, I would probably be Chucky.
Zone, and he gets really nervous when he is taken too far from his element.
See, I get really nervous when I get taken too far in my element. Mostly my element is my home. When I'm in, I can't be in front of a lot of people, be in crowds of people with malls, big events. Concerts, stuff like I can't do that because I get all panicky and it's not in my comfort zone. I don't feel like I'm my strongest, I'm my best and stuff like that. So people like schizophrenia like to stay in the shadows, be in a cut, be in a corner, be in the dark.
From germs to height, from sandboxes to watermelons growing inside him, Chucky is terrified of everything due to his generalized anxiety disorder.
See, terrified of everything. You know, scared how life's gonna turn out. Scared like they're gonna make the right and wrong decision. You know, scared if they smart enough. Scared what people gonna say about them. If they ugly, if they pretty, if they tall enough, do they fit this person? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to depend on Christ on your whole life, like every second of your life. No matter if you feel like it's wrong or it's right, you still depending on Christ that He leading you the right way.
Dexter.
As the scripture says, how can a man know his way when his way is of the Lord? How can you know where you're going and what's going to happen or why does it happen when your way is of the Lord? Meaning that the Lord is guiding your life.
Dexter shows the classic symptoms of Asperger's syndrome. He struggles with social interactions and admits that he is
social interactions. They quiet. They to themselves. They like to play with the toy in the corner, and you wonder why your kid not interacting with the other kids or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Schizophrenia. You know what I'm saying? People feel like they don't fit in. They're not popular enough. They hate to be around people. That's so popular or have shoes, or they hate to not have to have shoes and nice clothes like other people.
Popular. He has a limited range of interests with repetitive behaviors, and his strange accent could be represented.
See, interest, no activity. Just stay to themselves. Don't really have interest going playing basketball, football, going out, seeing sunny days, going hiking, stuff like that. Their life is just almost like a cloud over their head. The cloud need to be wiped away. You know what I'm saying? So that's when somebody with schizophrenia, you need somebody spiritual, or you just out of luck.
Presentation of his communication difficulties.
Communication difficulties. Don't know what to say in different conversations, interviews, different people don't know how to respond, or somebody come talk to them out of the blue. They just really closed in people. Like you would have to keep breaking down their wall just to have them open up like a flower. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep picking and picking and picking out. You can't even just go and talk to them. They be like, hey, what's up? No, you gonna have to get. People with schizophrenia got to get real comfortable with you. They got to trust you because they've been through so much hurt and pain in their life. You know what I'm saying? People not trusting them and stuff like that. So they people you have to, like I said, they clockwork people.
He shows signs of mood swings.
So yeah, that's the end of the video. This is Buzz Bunny here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you guys. And if you need to watch this video over again, please do so. Until then, hasta luego and gracias.